now, the President of the United States of America would like to address the nation.
Hello, my fellow Americans. This is your President, Barack Obama. Apparently, there's some kind of other threat to the nation. I'm not talking about the United Nation. I'm talking about the Who Dat Nation. I call it a threat, but really it's more like a staph infection, something you can clear up overnight. What I'm basically talking about is the Dirty Bird Nation, or the Dirty Bird section, because they're not a nation, you know. They're not even a threat. They're not even worth this sentence to talk about. Having said that, you know, they're going to be featuring the Hard Knocks. Apparently, they were the runner-up to this year's Hard Knocks. So I guess they won by default, kind of like Lyndon B. Johnson won it from John F. Kennedy. Apparently, every one of them believe that they're going to rise up this year. And I'm going to be honest with you. My policy, that just doesn't cover it. You know, I've got all these problems on my plate as it is already, but for Atlanta Falcon to come up here and just say that they're going to win the division of the NFC South, I mean, come on. I speak some propaganda, but come on. That's right there is just straight up, oh my goodness. I mean, if you're going to lie, lie right. You know what I'm saying? I'm a politician. I know about lying, okay? If I'm going to lie, I'm going to lie to you straight. I'm going to look you dead in the camera. I'm going to say, listen, we're not in problems with no financial aid. We're good. We're stable. And if I use this calm tone voice, you're going to believe me. Now, if I talk like this, hey, don't worry about it, because the Falcons are going to rise up this year. Could you really honestly believe that voice is going to give you an NFC South Division championship down there in let me talk to one of my staff members. Where do they hold camp at? Yes, Flowery Branch. Apparently, that's some kind of little Rudy Poo little section, like they like to hold their little training camps, if that's what you want to call it. But in conclusion, for me to believe that the Dirty Bird Nation will rise up after, 48, 49? I'm not keeping count. And win the division. Apparently, they don't realize that there's that team down there in New Orleans that's been standing up and getting crunk ever since Sean Payton and Drew Brees then stepped in there. And as for that overall record, you guys can go ahead and shoot that down, because that's going to get killed this season. And that's all I got to say about that. This is Barack Obama, and I approve this message. Oh, I'm on? Oh, okay. Oh, right. So, this is your president again. And I've been getting some configurations from my staff members. And, you know, they were telling me that the chances of the Dirty Bird Nation of rising up this year is about good as Nicole Richie having one of the best sitcoms or reality TV shows ever to be put together this year. And we all know that that dog's not going to hunt. And so, you know what? Let me just address this on the real. Now, I know I'm supposed to do the Obama thing, but let's be real. Dirty Bird Nation, really? Why can't y'all suckers ever be original? Why can't you be original? Everything y'all do, we say who that, y'all say rise up.
Security?
Okay?
Security.
No, I'm saying I don't understand why.
I'm a Falcon toy. Security.
Got,
I got
Hey, man, get off, man. You talking to the nation, bro. This dude up here talking all that stuff.
I can't rest. I can't rest.
Sorry about that. The project side came out, and I had to address that just now. I'm back to my 100 self, you know, Joe Cool, smoking if you got him. And speaking of smoking, I predict in week 1 that the New Orleans Saints are going to smoke the Dirty Bird Nation like a rack of ribs on the 4th of July, you know? And for them to even show up for this game, it's an insult to Atlanta Falcon fans or the Atlanta Falcon base, period, you know? I mean, why do you even support a franchise that doesn't even support their own self? I believe last year when Carolina came in and stomped their ass to the ground, they were all pro Cam Newton in that game. And I'm like, really? Are you really going to do this on live camera? You know? I mean, if you're going to lie, make it believable. Like, oh, well, the ball just sailed over my head. I didn't know it. You know what I mean? Don't say, well, look, I'm going to let the ball sail over my head in the next 3 seconds, so be ready for it. And you actually go about it like that. And the ball, like, oh, there it is. It's over my head. There's nothing I can do. And by that one little trademark, you send Tony Gonzalez home with a big L. Not only did you send him home, but you send his career packing on an L. You promised that man that you was going to get him to that championship. He was supposed to go to that championship, and you made that man come out and stay in there for one more season and have a laughable season. How could you do that? Even Jerome Bettis got that one last ride to the Super Bowl, and he got it. Even Ray Lewis got that one run to the Super Bowl and before he retired and got it. Tony Gonzalez asked you, all that I ask is that you guys bring me to the promised land. I've been to Pro Bowls. I've got money. I'm very handsome. I need to have this face in a Super Bowl. Can you get me there, Matty Rice? Apparently, that's not the case. Matt Ryan said, well, I would love to help you, but apparently there's that guy down there in New Orleans who's my kryptonite, and I can't get past him. So, you know, every time I try to get to the promised land, I always got to go ahead and go up against that guy. Even though his coach was suspended for that entire year, I still couldn't do it. And, you know, that's basically what happened there. So if you want to get with a championship run, I suggest you go down in New Orleans and get with Jimmy Graham or something. I don't know. But in conclusion, you know, for them to believe that there's going to be some kind of we're going to stand up and get crunk down here up in Atlanta. Well, last time I checked, that guy that chews that juicy fruit, he says, really? Really? You guys really going to do this? I mean, I understand you're on Hard Knocks, but I mean, why do you have to have the hard knock life? You know what I mean? So in conclusion, good luck with your season. I mean, if you want to do that, but at the end of the day, you're still going to be basically doing what you do every playoffs, watching the New Orleans Saints hoist the Lombardi Trophy from your couch.